One of the things I forgot to go over in my original video is the Frenched headlights. Somebody had posted a response on there about the car being a 53 150 with 54 front end, 54 taillights. That is 100% correct. When I bought this car, I actually got two cars, or the majority of two cars. The 54 was trashed, but fenders, hood, you know, some of the bits and pieces were in pretty good shape. So I really wanted a 54, so I converted most of the sheet metal that's required to make 53 look like 54 over. So one of the things I did, not real recently, but probably 6 months ago, was begin to French the headlights in. I was kind of lukewarm to the idea. I like that real honest look of having the bezels, because you know, these cars, everything, grill, rear tail light bezels, everything is real honest and just kind of slapped on from the factory, which is kind of a cool look. But I really wanted to try it. I had never done it, so I basically, Alex Gambino from Gambino Customs on the ham does some pretty cool videos, some how-tos. So I basically watched that a couple of times and grabbed the old trusty welder sitting in the corner there and kind of went to town. Body work this side pretty good. It's pretty much ready for paint. But the other side I still haven't done much with. It's welded and kind of filled, but it's very rough still. Could knock that out in an afternoon probably, but just not a huge priority. All this stuff will be coming off. All the sheet metal in front end will be coming off when I do the Fat Man Fab Mustang 2 this fall. I've just been waiting on a couple of things to order that up. I talked to Alex at Gambino's. Looks like it's going to cost me about $3,100 for Mustang 2, the Walton Fab, firewall mounted brake master cylinder, and the Walton Fab trans cross member mount, shipped and everything. Seems like there was a couple other things. Oh, a set of his little Dave's motor mounts from Gambino's as well for small block. So started filling this. I showed this in the original video. I filled, welded closed, and filled the door handle. It's reasonably smooth. It's probably ready for some filler primer and some finish sanding, but once again, not a huge priority. This is stuff I just kind of dick around with when I don't have anything else going on. Gas door has been filled. It's pretty rough still. It needs some loving. I am not incredibly great with body panel welding. I tend to get a little hot and get some warpage going on, but that's how you learn, right? I haven't done any of that stuff on this side. As you can see still holes for the door handle there. So, oh yeah, one more quick thing. I forgot, my last video I had mentioned not doing anything crazy with the gas cap. Well, it took me about a whole 15 hours to change my mind on that. Basically, took an old set of brass knuckles I had that aren't brass after all. They're actually steel. JB welded those in place. I put a pretty good notch, about an eighth of an inch deep, through the middle of that cast cap. Took those knuckles, took my 36 grit sandpaper on my die grinder, or sanding disc rather, and roughed them up, both of them pretty good. JB welded them on. Some of you may, you know, give me crap about that, but there's really no way that I'm aware of to weld steel to cast and get a real good weld. I was reading up on it, and it seemed like it was more trouble than it was worth for a aesthetic piece. So I JB welded it. That stuff has a tensile strength of like 3,900 pounds, so I'm pretty sure that it'll be fine for a little aesthetic piece on a gas cap. Got it JB welded up, and I kind of smoothed out and polished the knuckles and the cast cap. Now, it's not very shiny. Well, it's pretty shiny, but it's, you know, kind of nicked and dinged and kind of beat up. I wanted to stick with that because I don't know if you watch my other videos, but that's kind of my car as a whole. It's kind of nicked and beat up and old looking, so I didn't want some crazy chrome piece back here or anything like that. So I think it fits the idea pretty good. I'm a big fan of it. I always tend to surprise myself with little stupid stuff like that and my ability to knock them out. I probably have about an hour total in that thing, and it really kind of finishes the whole trunk off. So there you go, guys. See ya.